We got a top triple. We're gonna make a few changes here and there as we go. Kind of each block. Moving forward, each week's gonna look not different, but we got our stiffer knee sleeves on. We normally do that for week 4, but what I want to do is integrate this slowly in to where the first 2 blocks, or first 2 weeks of my block are softer sleeves, and then the last 2 are going to be my stiffer sleeve, right? The next block, we're going to do week 1, loose sleeves, week 3 weeks, stiff sleeves, right? And then final one, we'll do the entire block with the stiff sleeves. So I'm not really in the camp of stiff sleeves are going to add, 100 pounds for a squat, but what they can do is help with some of the load for sure, and allow us to hold a heavier load with a little bit more ease, right? Which, technically speaking, let's say it adds weight. Let's say it adds 40 pounds. If we add 40 pounds to our top set, that is more fatigue, more stimulus, whatever. That's more fatigue. But by leaving our back offs the same, doing the same, we're gonna hit 3 plays for our back off no matter what. 315 for right now is our back offs for squats. That allows us the ability then to, for those back off sets to be a little bit more even sub-max, right? So 365, moved well. I'm happy with it. Like the way that it moved. Plane was 390 today. I bumped it a little bit, 395. We're gonna see how this moves. Again, we're shooting for like an RP8. By the way, 365 moves. I'm pretty confident that 395 will be an 8. I'm actually willing to bet it's gonna look a lot like even last week did. Where last week I think was between that 7, even a 7.5 range. Where I'm very confident the 2 more were left. In that third one, I think I could have grinded one out. So that's why I'm going to say that 7.5 last week. So this week we're going to shoot for an 8, but I'm willing to bet we're going to end more towards 7.5 to 8. At least that's my thought right now. Things can change. I get underneath this bar and hit 1, and then it just doesn't move well. But that's my plan. We're gonna move this with intent. How I do this stuff is week 3 is not really hyped. Week 3 is pretty calm. We're just trying to come in, get the work done. We're all gearing up towards the week 4. So, which is crazy because we have this week, next week, and we got 5 weeks after that. We got two blocks, which is nuts because we have a 4-week block and then basically a 2.5-ish week block. It's 3 full weeks, but that last week, man, I mean, I'm gonna count as almost 2.5 weeks of training. There's a lot of rest days in there. So we only got so much left of actual training, things that are gonna make an impact. So I'm not really in the club to say that, what is there gonna be on meet day is already there. As if I can't build strength right now. I don't agree with that. I've heard Johnny Candido and Sean Noriega talk about it before, where sometimes adding certain things in can make you stronger in that block. Adding in a leg press when you're struggling with X, Y, and Z, adding in a hack squat, adding in a JM, or a different variation of something, some type of leg curl, whatever it is, in that block can really help in that block and can really help you with strength almost immediately. So I'm not in the club to think that there's still not work to be done.
Oh.
We're gonna do this for a nice, easy triple.
Ooh. Oh,
Felt great. Let's watch it back real quick. Well, couldn't really be more content with a unhyped RP8 triple for week 3. Stoked for that. 395, looking good. My initial plan was 405. Week 4. What? But to be honest with you, that moved so well that maybe we'll see how it is next week. We'll see how my fatigue feels, how I feel. If I'm feeling aggressive, if I feel like it. For one, is it there or does it even need to be there? But I'm thinking even. I think top end. I could triple 425. Top end, 420, 425. So I think the appropriate jump next week is to do the 405. 405 to 410. But realistically speaking, I think on RP9, knowing myself and how I lift and how quickly my reps will drop, I do think I could hit 415 or 420 even. And I'm almost leaning more towards I could hit the 420 for triple, but I'm thinking I just leave it. But we're going to see how we are next week. We're going to see how we feel, how everything is. Do we feel better? Do we feel more in tune with stuff? Do we feel less fatigued? Or we're still carrying a bunch of fatigue? Is it not there? A lot of things can change. So, happy with that. We got some back offs now. We got 3x4? Yeah. 3x4, 315. Pretty good. Pretty good. It's funny, man. Like, I can remember the first time hitting 315 on squat, and it does feel ungrateful sometimes to think the way that I think. With some of this stuff, it feels very ungrateful. Feels very selfish. But I remember the joy that I had hitting 315 for the first time. I was beside myself. I thought that was next level. I thought that was crazy. And probably honestly, like just a retrospective moment, I probably was happier at 315 when I hit it for the first time than I was with 405 even. Don't get me wrong, I was pumped, I'm hyped. But even 455, hitting that for the first time, hitting 4.5 plates, man, like, I don't know, it like lost it because I think I lost myself a little bit in like the run. 315 was it's like a thing, man. Like, I should be celebrated. And I feel like I lost myself during a lot after that, taking things for granted. But 315 used to be in my max. I remember then repping 315 for the first couple times. It was like top sets, mind-blowing, mind-boggling that I could hit 315 for a triple. Now at this point, 315 is a back off that is sub-maximal for me, as like a very safe, conservative set. And we're about to do this for a 3x4, and I'm willing to bet that this might be my best week back off set wise and speed and comfort and all that. And it's nuts, man. Like, I think I lose sight of that. So, got done. Pretty happy with it. Back off sets moved well, top sets moved well. Whatever, we're still working on bringing our stance out slowly over time. And like I said before, my hips just aren't made for it, man. I am stronger, wider stance for sure, but my hips can't take it. So what I do is just for regular training, I'm at a stance where my hips are comfortable. And then as we get closer to the meet, I widen my stance out until that last block I'm as wide as I comfortably can be without losing strength and getting hurt, all that stuff. So I want to balance with that technique stuff because inherently I am stronger. I just don't have the hips for it. So I have to kind of balance that until I figure out a better way to do it. So now that we've added some belt squats and stuff like that, I'm more comfortable with it because now going long term after the meet, I can implement some more wider stance squats with my belt squats, and that'll help a ton. But biggest thing, biggest risk, biggest gamble we're gonna take. I've thought about it for weeks now, and we're going to commit, and with possibly no backup here, but we're gonna switch to sumo, and we're gonna switch to the stance that I've been using on sumo, which is a very narrow stance with my toes mostly pointed forward, just a tad angle on them, and a very upright, or not a very upright, as upright as I can get with my torso angle. Let's say it like that. So we're gonna switch some things up a little bit, and I'm gonna roll the dice and hope that it pans out hopefully the way that I think it should. So today, technique work, we're gonna do just a simple, I think it's a 3x2 or 4x2. Not 1,000% sure, a 4x2. We're gonna do a 315 on sumo. It's gonna be real easy. This should rock it up. These should all be really quickly, or very quickly. We're gonna go from there. If 315 doesn't move that quick, then we're gonna make a smart decision and we're gonna go back down to 275 and we'll pull 275. 265, or I don't know. I can't think right now. 275. We'll pull 275 for doubles instead. Almost like a speed work type of thing. However you want to look at it, speed work, technique work, just general volume work, whatever. I want to get the technique down better. So let's try it.
Dad, why are you two on the motorcycle? Now can I?
Whew. Well, very happy with everything. The way everything moves, top sets, back offs, even deadlift. A little bit of technique. I need it, to be honest with you. Like, I need it. I've always been kind of stronger on sumo. I just never felt the comfortable position to do it. And I found now a comfortable position to do it. I just don't feel like I have the power there. So I feel like I need to build that. And it's an absolute risk and a gamble, and it's kind of stupid that I'm trying to do this like 8 weeks out from the meet. But I don't know. I adapt pretty quickly. I learn pretty quickly with this stuff, I feel like. So I think it's the right move, but this could be all an absolute wash, and this could be terrible. But my one thing I lack is I definitely feel torso-wise better in sumo. I feel like I can like lock myself down more, and I can get more like in a rigid position, but I feel less drive in my legs. So I need to find a way to get more drive in my legs with it. Is kind of where my head's at. Because even with not being very technical with it and not being able to push very well with my feet, not having a lot of leg drive, all that stuff, I'm still stronger on sumo than conventional, for sure. That was evident when we did a squat workout and I worked up to a single at 405, and my back offs, I did like a 4x3, I believe it was, at 315. And then after all that, I was like, I haven't tried sumo in a while. Let me just like see if I remember. Rip 315 real quick. Okay, let's go back up. Then let's try 405. Rip 405 real quick. Probably could have done it for 3-4 reps. So clearly the strength's there. But no, we're gonna see. We'll see how this gamble goes. So that's all I got for today. Send the video. Video's just gonna cut off. Sorry, no outro around here.